Did you know that many of your favorite films, books, and video games follow the same general pattern? Directors, authors, and writers tend to use a narrative formula known as the hero's journey. The hero's journey is a narrative pattern that has been identified by the mythologist Joseph Campbell and was explained in detail in his book, The Hero with a Thousand Faces, published in 1949. The hero's journey is essentially the common steps that the typical hero goes through throughout his or her journey. The story of the unlikely hero who bravely overcomes his or her obstacles to save the day is something that has been used over and over again in numerous narratives. And for good reason. Movies like Ghost Rider, video games like Borderlands, and story series like Harry Potter all use this formula to convey their narrative. The hero's journey is a narrative formula that does a good job at organizing and conveying a story. It can be switched around from time to time, but it always follows these three general principles. The journey starts with some kind of call to adventure, the hero is met with a major ordeal, and the main character transitions from average Joe to full-on hero by the end of the journey. Starting off, the hero in question must have a call to adventure in order for the main character's journey to even begin. The call to adventure can be anything that initiates the hero to pursue the initial journey. It can be as simple as a phone call. Usually the hero will at first refuse to leave his or her comfort zone, but eventually the hero inevitably answers the call. In the film Ghost Rider, the main character, Johnny Blaze, is confronted by a powerful demon known as Mephisto, who strikes up a deal with him. The deal is for Johnny to find the returned lost contract of San Venganza, and Mephisto will give Johnny his soul back, which he took from him years prior. Of course, Johnny ignores his soul. Of course, Johnny ignores his proposal, only to later embark on his quest. Which brings us to the concept of crossing the threshold. This is when the hero makes the first leap of the quest, thus crossing the point of no return. At this point, the hero is officially left behind his comfort place to embark on this new journey. For Johnny Blaze, crossing the threshold meant transforming into the Ghost Rider and taking out the first elemental demon, which was Gressel, the angel of the earth element. Another big part of the hero's journey is the supreme ordeal that the hero must face. For example, a hero is usually met with a villain or villains. Within the film Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze had to face off with the trio of elemental demons as well as Mephisto's son, Blackheart. Of course, the hero will eventually need some help through the toughest of times and eventually stumble across a wise figure that acts as the hero's mentor. In this case, Johnny was assisted by an old man who goes by the name of Caretaker, which he is later revealed as Carter Slade, the original Ghost Rider, thus helping Johnny to, Carter ends up giving Johnny advice on how to use his power effectively, thus helping Johnny to gain a better control over his ability. Carter eventually takes Johnny to the location of Blackheart, which then they initiate the final battle. Within the hero's journey, there's always a big bad battle that the hero must go through in order to not only complete the journey, but also to complete the main character's transition from average Joe to courageous hero. Once the battle is over and the hero stands victorious, a reward will be presented for the hero to claim. Whether it be wealth, fame, power, or even knowledge, after Johnny defeated Blackheart and the remaining elementals, Johnny was reunited with his past lover Roxanne Simpson, who was captured by Blackheart earlier on in the film. Additionally, he will also receive greater understanding of his power and embrace the true purpose of his ability. To sum up, the hero's journey is a series of steps that our hero typically goes through throughout the narrative. The hero acts upon the call to adventure, and through the hero, and though the hero may not be so inclined to follow that call at first, the hero inevitably answers the call. Through the journey, the hero will be confronted with formidable foes that stand in his or her way from the reward. During the harshness of the journey, the hero may stumble across a wise mentor that guides the hero to success. Finally, at the end of it all, the hero may receive some kind of reward that signifies the changes that have occurred to our hero throughout the journey. Ghost Rider is a perfect example of the hero's journey pattern in action. The film seemingly went through all the steps that the typical hero would normally go through. Looking beyond the film, there are countless other narratives that utilize this basic pattern. So when you find yourself reading a book or watching a movie, see if you can spot any patterns that may reflect the hero's journey. My name is Forrest Yoshevsky, and this has been my presentation. Thank you so much.